Welcome back to another episode of FPL YAThu, our fantasy Premier League talk show, whereby we give you tips, analysis, and different techniques of how to improve your game in fantasy Premier League. Here with me, your host Waiting Izande, and today we have a guest in the house. I want to introduce this guy. He's a rival, because you can see with the setting. Yeah, a big rival. So, yeah, bro, introduce what's your name?
Eric Kabambe from same hood.
Okay.
Definitely, as you said, the rival. Belong to the Reds. I bleed Reds, 100%.
All right, Eric Kabambe. Apparently he just told me that this season he's not playing Fantasy Premier League, but I think his brother is playing Fantasy Premier League. But last season you played Fantasy,
Yeah, I did.
and I think his last season result the reason why he stopped playing Fantasy because I think you're in the bottom.
True, partly, yeah,
Yeah.
partly, yeah, mostly, yeah.
Mostly, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so today at here at FPO Yathu, we've brought you a good package. First of all, we're going to review the Gameweek results for Gameweek 12, right? That was Gameweek 12 last week, and then he's going to give you tips on the team you can pick this week, looking at defenders, midfielders, and strikers. Apart from that, he's going to give you a nice captain pick, and I'm also going to quiz him on Manchester United, and we're just going to have a little chat on Lamin Yamal and Estevao. And at the end, we're going to look at the fixtures that are coming up this game week, and then we're going to close. So let's dive in, bro. You ready? All right. So last week, we had a good package of matches. Some big teams lost, and some big teams maintained their aura. And the first game that was an early kickoff last week was Chelsea versus Burnley. Chelsea beat Burnley 2-0. The goals were scored by, I don't remember who scored the goals, but then Chelsea won 2-0. So what do you make of that performance? Do you think Chelsea is in the right form right now that they can continue, bagging in good results and people should look at Chelsea players, or do you think it's just that phase? Because sometimes Chelsea is good, but then sometimes they drop. They lack consistency. Um, what's your advice on Chelsea players? People want to pick Chelsea players.
I won't speak as a direct Man U fan, right? Just open football. But to be honest, right now Chelsea's becoming a dangerous team.
Mm-hmm.
I can't lie. You don't have to smile too much. But true. Chelsea right now is a dangerous team. Looking at, of course, Burnley was a result you guys should have expected there towards the bottom. Made sense. You had to come out with a win.
Yeah.
But we are sometimes not coming out with a win from games that we're supposed to come out with wins. So, good play. And I think consistency part. Looking at your previous game, not Premier League wise, but your previous game, I could say it's very dangerous. People should look out and look for the players. Definitely look out for Chelsea players.
So meaning that Chelsea players, especially attacking players, because I think Chelsea has scored in every match, right? So people should pick those attacking players.
Definitely.
But then which attacking players in general? Because Chelsea has like a big package of players. There's Garnacho, there's Pedro Neto.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at minutes wise, who do you think? Maybe it's just one guy.
Definitely Estevão. Estevão is the kid to watch at this point.
Kid to watch.
You have to watch him. Definitely.
All right.
You have to see him on the pitch.
All right. Another game we had in our kickoff was Bournemouth versus West Ham. I expected Bournemouth to win that game because Bournemouth has been bringing in good results, and you know how Semenyo has been on fire. But then Semenyo didn't play that match, and Bournemouth and West Ham drew 2-2. What do you make of this result? Should people still look at picking Bournemouth players, or we can just maybe pick one player?
To people who are putting everything in the Bournemouth baskets, I wouldn't advise on it. I think probably one or two players, because they're still gonna be able to shine, the few games.
Yeah.
They meet a few teams in and around their position in the league. They'll probably make results. But to fully bank on Bournemouth right now, I think the bigger teams really have players that are shining and are performing enough for you to consider taking them instead.
What about West Ham? West Ham has now like improved a little compared to how they started this season.
Sure.
They really started really bad, but then after they changed their coach, they've now like improved. Should people also look at getting West Ham players because they have players like Callum Wilson, that striker. They have Darren Bowen. They have Wan Bissaka. Should people look at getting these players, or they even have Paqueta? I said they have like nice players, but then sometimes I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. With them, sometimes it's up and down, up and down. But I think the best consideration if you're looking at West Ham as a team, probably the forwards are the best.
Yeah.
Because defensive wise, they're still somehow conceding goals.
Yeah, true.
And points wise, I think you're better off looking at the forwards.
All right.
And yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at another match, which was really a funny result. We had Liverpool versus Nottingham Forest. Liverpool lost 3-0. Is it at Anfield, right?
Yes, at Anfield.
Do you think we should still look at getting Liverpool players like sort of Ekitike? Started off really well, but then now Liverpool can't even score a goal. So should we keep our Liverpool assets or we should sell them? Because I literally I think I have one player from Liverpool. I have Gravenberch. Should I keep him or should I sell my Liverpool players?
To be honest, at this point, if it was me, I would sell them.
You saw them?
I don't see them making any money anytime soon. I don't know what's happening. Maybe the manager is still there. Maybe they're going to improve. But
Yes.
The last 10 games can speak for themselves. Liverpool is not good at all. Not good at all. I don't think they won in their last 10 games. If I'm not mistaken, I think only drew.
Yeah, they only drew, yeah.
And that's...
Actually, they won against Real Madrid, which is fun in the last 10 games.
Yeah. But apart from that,
They're
just went back. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so people shouldn't get Liverpool players now.
I don't think so. I wouldn't recommend it.
What about Forest? Forest has been cooking lately, man.
Forest has been cooking. Now, Forest, definitely. The wingers, definitely.
Yeah.
I think that defensive players also could probably get you like extra points, especially if you want to find subs for like the other game weeks where maybe you're finding weakness in other players.
Because Murillo scored in the last game. I think Nicola too also scored in the last game. So yeah, they really have like good defenders, huh?
Definitely.
And another match we had was Brighton versus I think Brighton, but then Brighton won 2-1 in the match against. They won 2-1 this weekend. Yeah. What do you make of that Brighton performance? Because Mitoma is out. He's been injured. And right now it's only been the likes of Mite, Daniel Beck. These guys have been like on their top game. They went against Brentford. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They beat Brentford 2-1.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember Brentford strike even missed a penalty.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I didn't watch that one.
You didn't watch that one?
Yeah,
but then what do you make of it? Should people look at keeping Brighton attackers?
I think consistently over the seasons, Brighton has always proved to be a team that you can at least rely on. They won't, at least how they'll perform.
Yeah.
You put them at Gameweek, with that this couple of games. At least you can rely on them.
Rely on the players, yeah.
And as you said, after the injuries, they're not affected as much. So it's showing that, it's a team I would definitely keep it for Brighton.
All right. Another match we had over the weekend was Manchester City and Newcastle. Mm-hmm. Me and my boys did a hate watch on this match, and it actually worked.
Yeah.
We wanted City to lose, and City lost 2-1. Do you think we should still keep Haaland? Because he's going against Leeds this weekend, and Haaland didn't score. And do you think we should keep Watermaid, the Newcastle striker, or not?
So, let me ask: are you asking
to
pick either with Haaland or
no? Like people who have these players, should they keep them or
both?
Yeah. Yeah, they can. Okay, let me say I have Haaland, and my friend has Watermaid.
Yeah.
Should my friend sell what I made, or he should keep what I made? And should I sell Haaland or I should keep Haaland?
Yeah. I think if you have the money, for Haaland, if you have the money, you should probably sell it for Haaland. If you have the change, if you have the change in your team, I think so. Haaland is in crazy form.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think that his form at this point, City's performances are not affecting Haaland at this point. Maybe because people wrap him up in goals all the time, and then they think that maybe that's what he does. But if you look at his performance lately, he's moving more, he's touching the ball more, and I think that's just good for the team as well, and for his goals as well. At this point, he's one goal shy of being the youngest goal scorer in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. That's crazy. So I think banking on Haaland is a good idea. Definitely. And against Leeds, I think Haaland is going to score his 100. I think so.
Okay. Oh, he also scored his 100th goal.
Yeah, it's his 100th goal.
Bro, do you know I've actually like triple captained Erling Haaland this week? Do you think it's a good idea?
Definitely a good idea. Definitely.
All right. And we also had different matches this weekend. We had Crystal Palace versus Wolves. Crystal Palace won 2-0. What do you make of this Crystal Palace team? It's back in the top 4. Oliver Glasner has been, ever since he took over at Palace, they've been like really good. They lost Eze, but then they lost Eze and Olise. But then it doesn't look like they lost those, key players. Because Eze and Olise are like key players in their new teams right now. You know that, right?
Yeah.
What do you make of Crystal Palace right now? Should we keep on keeping the assets? Because I mean, even the defense is keeping clean sheets, scoring goals.
Definitely.
What do you think of Crystal Palace, just in general?
In general, as a whole team, I think it's just top notch. It's a top half team, consistently playing top half football. I think you're right. After the manager came, it's been completely different. And one thing I love about them is, like I say, players come and go. Gallagher came, he left. It didn't really seem like they fell. They didn't seem. I think them and Brighton are one of the, I would say, smaller teams in the Premier League that I like to watch, because that their games they're formidable teams.
Yeah.
And I think it's definitely good. It's definitely good to keep one or two players. Whichever side you want to pick, the front, the back, I think they're players that are worth it.
All right. And Arsenal also won 4-1 against Spurs, and Eberechi Eze put in a good performance, scoring a hat-trick. But then in general, he had like a nice game. SofaScore rated him 10. His rating was 10. That was the first time he's seen a rating.
Just 10?
Just 10. Like his rating was 10. Like, how the rating like 9.4, 8.7, 7.2.
Yeah.
But him, he got a 10. Like everything was perfect. Everything he did was perfect.
What's that?
Eze
was rated 10.
10.
For Arsenal game?
Yeah, the previous game against Spurs.
Oh.
He scored a hat-trick.
Yeah, but what? 10?
And remember, Cole Palmer scored 4 goals in some game, and he didn't get a 10. He got a 9 point something. But Eze scored 3 goals, and he got a 10.
I only know 110 before that, and that's a Messi 10.
A Messi, right?
Because I know Messi hit a 10.
Bro, Eze hit a 10.
Jesus Christ.
Should I sell Saka and get Eze?
That is a very good question. That's a good question. I think it's tempting. It's
tempting, huh?
It's definitely tempting. I think right now, yeah, definitely. I just kept waiting. From the whole time he went. I just kept waiting for the time when he popped, because at Crystal Palace, you knew he was the player. You knew he was the man.
Yeah.
And I just waited for the right time, because I think for me, looking at Arsenal, I kept asking myself about Trossard and Eze, because once they started to perform the way they were performing in their previous clubs, it was crazy.
Yeah.
And I think now, yeah, it's a good choice.
I should sell Saka and get
Saka should leave.
Okay.
Who's more expensive?
Saka is 10 point something and Eze is like 7 point something.
Get Eze, man.
I should get Eze, right?
Get Eze. Try it.
I should try for this weekend.
Yeah.
And he's going against Chelsea, and Last time he scored a free kick against Chelsea. That denied goal.
Oh yeah.
You remember, right?
Definitely, yeah. Oh yes, definitely. Why not? As a Chelsea fan, are you putting your players in the game?
Yeah, I've put my players in the game, but then this week I think I'll have to change my goalkeeper. I can put Sanchez in goals.
Straight.
Yeah, it's really a tricky game.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, moving on to the other game. We had Manchester United versus Everton. Manchester United got screwed 1-0 against Everton, against a 10-man Everton. That they got a red card in the 17th minute. What do you make of your team's performance? And do you think people should still keep Manu assets? Because I mean, they've been giving us points, but they're not consistently points. Maybe this game week, the next game week, this game week, next game week, And what do you make of the whole performance in general? Because I mean, it was below, it was average.
Yeah, well, can't defend that. Can't defend. It was very hard to watch. Definitely hard to watch. The hype that we had over the past couple of weeks, I was expecting a game where, the team fought, which is what we've been seeing over a couple of weeks. But when we came back to it, I think at the end of the day, the guys were just. I think when they saw that Everton was down to like 10 men, I think they were just like, we've won. Lamin Yamal is trying to just let the game settle and then we'll score. Even when we got scored, I think there was a bit of ease at the team. I didn't see a lot of hastiness, a lot of anger. Maybe from Delete, I think I saw it, but otherwise I didn't really see anything like that. And looking at it all, I was like a bit disappointed. And to be honest, right now, I love that, and it's hard, but I don't really think right now is the best time for many players. Right now, because because our hardest hitter, I think the biggest one I'd say is Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah.
And I think Bruno Fernandes is still a good option if you are looking for someone in the center. Bruno Fernandes is definitely still good because the goals will come at some point. Definitely. He's the engine and eventually goes to have to pass to him. So
you guys are playing Palace next, you know that, right?
I know. And
so do you think it's a good choice to get any Manu asset towards that game?
Yeah, I think Bruno Fernandes is still the option.
Yeah,
I really think so. I think going against Palace, the boys have something to prove.
Yeah.
They made a little bit of hype. They had a little bit of momentum, a chance to go to the top 4. It was a squandered chance, and I think, I'd still bet on Fernandes.
All right, so those are the games we had in the past game week. And just to add another game that we left behind, we had Leeds versus Aston Villa, whereby Aston Villa beat Leeds 2-1. I think Leeds right now is not playing good to her.
Yeah.
But then I won't touch much on these guys. But then wait. Aston Villa has Morgan Rogers, and he scored a free kick this last game. Did you see that free kick?
Yes.
He scored a free kick.
Yeah.
Nice free kick.
Yeah, very nice one. That was beautiful.
And last season, Morgan Rogers was on fire. Just that this season, Aston Villa started in Aston Villa, the whole team hit a 0-0-7, right? They won 7 games that ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Beginning of the season?
Yeah, beginning of the season. Do you think we should get Morgan Rogers after this performance, or any Aston Villa player that has played?
I think it's a little too early for Aston Villa.
Too early, yeah?
A little too early.
Yeah.
Because you gotta give them time. It's a little too early. Right now, I know because the way the league is right now, people are just 1-2 points away from each other. But I think when the table starts to settle 2-3 weeks from now, then you'll be able to know which team will be able to keep you in the long run compared to short term.
All right. So those were on the matches last week. Now we're moving forward on how Eric wants us to prepare for this coming game week. So starting with a goalkeeper. Which goalkeeper would you advise guys to get in this coming game week?
In this coming game, I don't know. I think I'll pick. Who was it? Rhea?
there are many options. Yeah, Arsenal's rare.
Yeah,
He's kept 7 clean sheets. We have Chelsea's Sanchez. He's kept 6 clean sheets. We have Roofs for I think Sunderland. He's kept 5 clean sheets. There's Donnarumma too, a good keeper. But then you said Raya.
Yeah,
Ryan goes.
I think. Why is City facing next week?
City are facing Leeds.
Donnarumma. I think
Donnarumma.
he's probably one of the more expensive keepers. I think.
No, he's not expensive, but then he's one of the best keepers.
So I guess Donnarumma. Alright, no.
Because he's new to the game, so I think they didn't actually like properly rate him. But then I think after this season they're going to rate him.
Because definitely Donnarumma has, given that they're facing Leeds, I think it's the safest. So he's gonna have the least work.
All right. Yeah, that's a good heads up. Okay. In defense, who do you think we should put in defense? Suggestions?
Suggestions for defense. Gray.
Okay.
I think on the left back, top notch. Performance is great. Definitely, Gray is there. If I had to go inside, and a lot of defenders are disappointing this season. A lot of defenders, especially for the big teams. You look at it and you're like, nice. But if I was to pick, I think I'd go towards Crystal Palace's.
They have Gay, they have Lacroix, they have Munoz.
Gay, of course, I want there. Gay, I think, definitely pick Gay as well. So, Gay, I'll put Gay in. Moving on, I think. What are Spurs facing?
Spurs are facing Newcastle this coming week.
Then from Spurs is this kid.
There's Van der Ven, there's Udogi, there's Romero, there's Spencer.
Was it last weekend? He made an assist, something.
I think that's Udogi.
Yeah, I think that's Udogi. Yeah, I think on critical games, especially not maybe when they're on the much higher side because of the pressure.
Yeah.
But on critical games, Udogi's a backup player.
Okay.
Yeah. But 2 Chelsea players, but I think right now even Reece James is a good thing.
You won't pick any Arsenal defender? Because Arsenal has like the best defense in the whole world right now. So
okay, true.
They've conceded the least goals in the Champions League, which is only one, which was yesterday against Bayern Munich.
True. I think definitely you'd have to add inside that team. You'd either have to add Saliba,
okay,
or Gabriel.
Gabriel is injured, so I think Saliba is a good option.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to midfielders. Which midfielders do you think we should look at
right now? Without looking at your budget per se, I still stick to Fernandes. I still think Fernandes is a good pick.
Okay.
Put Fernandes in the team, I would also go for Ronaldo is a defender or midfield.
He's a midfielder, yeah.
You think he's in a middle?
Yeah.
I think
Estevao?
Yeah, Estevao is definitely
okay.
Crazy talent. Have to see him in.
But then we should know that Estevao is being managed, right? Some games he's going to play the whole game. Some games he's going to be managed. He won't start.
He's not a definite starter.
He's not a definite starter for now because he's being managed. He's young. But then I think from next season, then he might be a starter.
True.
Yeah. Just saying what the managers.
Then I think definitely no, because you need someone who's definitely going to come points. So, if not, then I'll definitely have to go and pick Declan Rice.
Okay.
Declan Rice is definitely there. At this point, Arsenal players are gold at this point. So that's one, right?
That's
Two.
those
Fernandes
are
is different, right?
those are two, yeah.
Fernandes.
Yeah.
Okay. Right now as well, I think I'll also look at given also next week, I think Doku is also a good choice. Doku is a good choice. Because when you look at Doku right now,
Yeah.
crazy performance. Man of the match, I think last week, I'm not sure about last week, but it. But they lost, so obviously then. But even if you look at his performance, even though they lost, right now for City, I think is the man who's making the chances. You know, I think his footwork, KTP, global, and yeah, definitely Doku's definitely in. And but it's free budget because
Yeah, free budget, yeah.
Okay, but luckily if I could, I'm also putting in.
Is it?
Yeah,
Against Chelsea?
yeah, putting in. I think he's just gonna do something. I feel it.
All right. Moving on to strikers. Which strikers do you think people should look at next week? I'm looking at the fixtures. Man City also play against Leeds. Newcastle play against Spurs for Tamedi. Crystal Palace play against Manchester United. They have Mateta. Burnley play against Brentford, and they have Igor Thiago and Brentford. So these are top strikers. So which striker do you think guys should look at?
When I look at strikers, I think I really only have two options, to be honest. Like I said, I feel like it's gonna hurt. I don't think Man U is really gonna work really well this weekend. Crystal Palace is a match we kind of struggle with them, and I think it's kind of hard. So, like playing against them right now in their form and in our form, where we're still kind of getting on our feet. So I'll definitely go for.
Mateta. Bro, I'm going to keep this clip. I'm going to keep. Oh my gosh. All right. Mateta. Yeah.
You're not gonna put that in the video.
I'm going to leave that.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I'm going to leave that in the video, bro.
Anyway, Mateta, yeah.
Okay.
I'll definitely think Mateta is the man. I don't like it because it's going to be against us, but I think given against us the way our defense is, yeah, there's a good chance of scoring. And
Another striker,
the main man himself, man.
Erling Haaland.
Waiting for goal number 100. Definitely waiting for it. I think it's coming this weekend.
Yeah.
Triple your captains.
Yeah.
If you don't want him as a captain, make him your vice at least. But
or at least keep him in your team.
Yeah, keep him in your team.
Alright, bro. Okay, so that was on the how to prepare with Eric. I don't know, guys, if you got some points, but then I really feel like he can steal some points from his analysis, from his research. Yeah, I mean, he has some good points that he can benefit from. Okay, so now moving on to the next part of our program. We're looking at the captain picks of this coming game week. We'll just look at 3 captain picks for with Eric. So he already said one.
Erling Haaland.
He said Erling Haaland.
Definitely.
Okay.
I think, yeah, definitely a good performance to be expected. Number 2, they don't have to be from the team.
Yeah, not from the team.
So number 2, I would think, is Cole Palmer game fit?
He might be game fit, but then it's 50-50. But then I think they might start Cole Palmer and João Pedro. You know how like my coach now is. He wants to try different things to surprise the opponent. So yeah, I think Cole Palmer might start with João Pedro. I don't know. So I think Cole Palmer should be another.
Definitely, I think Cole Palmer is a game changer, a big one, because he likes to stand out in big games. and I think he really wants to stand out. If there's a game in the Premier League right now that he would want to show that he's the world champion, I think it has to be this one. So Cole Palmer is definitely another person out without a doubt.
Okay.
And third, I think. I think problem is you can't give it to Arsenal as well because it's gonna go either way. I think it's not gonna go your way or Arsenal. I don't know. Yeah. But I think then I'll have to go towards what is Brentford facing?
Brentford's facing Burnley. You want to captain their striker?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they have a higher chance of winning. I don't really see Burnley getting out of their hole. Yeah.
Okay, so he said Cole Palmer, Erling Haaland, and Igor Thiago for Brentford. Yeah. Okay, these are like captain picks you won't get anywhere because these are like, unique captain picks. So you can pick from these three guys and it will help you. And mind you guys, just to cut it a little short, if you get advice from our league, it might really help you to go far because I've been giving you guys advice from the past weeks, and I'm going to show you the table after I think we finish explaining this with Eric. Okay, so that was for your captain picks, right? Those three guys. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to talk about is the Lamin Yamal and Estevao debate, and then we're going to look at the fixtures for this coming game week, and then we're also going to give you an update on our league table. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back after our break. All right. Welcome back to our show. We're on a break. We had to like refreshments, do little things,
Yeah. Shout out.
But then we're back here. Everything is ready to Zande and my boy Eric.
Shout out.
So we said we're going to have a debate between Estevao and Lamin Yamal.
Yeah.
I'm obviously on Estevao's side, and you're on Lamin Yamal's side.
Definitely.
Bro, Estevao is the next big thing.
The next big thing, really? I understand, and I'm not gonna hate because I think on Lamin's side he also got the same type of hype.
Yeah.
And I think so. He's definitely the next thing for Brazil. Definitely.
Okay, because when you look at it, man, like let's compare these guys with, let me say, Ronaldo and Messi. Don't you think it's a new generation that's going to like bring that Ronaldo and Messi hype again?
Yeah, that I'm sure.
You're sure, right?
I think that competition is really gonna be there. At some point we saw it from like Mbappe and Haaland a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not the same maybe anymore. But yeah, I think it's gonna be that Ronaldo Messi type of vibe.
And looking at the stats this season, Estevao scored 9 goals across all tournaments, and he has 1 assist. So I just think he's better than Yamal, man.
Well, I mean, sure. I mean, 9 goals is good. That's definitely good. For a few midfielder, that's definitely good. And 1 assist, 10 goals created. That's good.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's not be rash. I mean, Yamal scored 7 goals. 6 goals this season.
Okay.
And 7 assists. So it's still a pretty good number. Still a pretty good record, I think.
Yeah.
I think he's still playing good.
Okay. And this next year, I think they'll go into the World Cup, right?
Definitely. I think that's the best place to show who's who.
Who's who, yeah.
Because I mean, we can't rate it on this game. I mean, Barcelona, I think, had too many injuries. I know that sounds like they're making excuses,
Okay.
but I think at the World Cup it's gonna be more fun. It's gonna be different.
Yeah, talking about that game, Estevao just showed class to Yamal. I think I said that game was like, I don't know, El Clasico 2.0. Ronaldo and Messi.
A little too much.
A little too much.
A little too much.
Okay, but then it was a top game because it was internet. The internet was just so hyped up to see these two kids. And I, as a Chelsea fan, I really wanted Estevao to score.
Yeah,
Because I've been telling my boys too, guys, I want to support Spurs, and he actually scored. So I just thought that game was worth it. People, it was what the people really wanted, what the players wanted. So yeah, man.
I think it was a game to watch as well, man. It was definitely one that we were hyped about. We all knew what game we wanted to watch that day.
Yeah.
You know, some days you're debating, there's too many games, and there were a lot of great games, but we knew that, at the back of our minds, we gotta see what happens between Chelsea and Barcelona, and it's two young talents.
Yeah.
Both, not even old enough to take a pint.
18, bro.
Playing at the biggest stage. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's crazy. Really amazing.
So yeah, I think that's a good game. Good result for you guys.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I'm also a Barcelona fan, so it was a very tough weekend. But all in all, it was good.
Yeah. And I'm looking forward to this hype. I just want to ask God to be with these kids as they grow. Many things can happen. We've already been hearing different stories with Lamin Yamal, this, that. I just want God to guide that kid so that at least they should entertain us for them, as we grow up and as we have kids, our kids should be like, oh, this is the next thing. So I think God should just guide that kid. I really want the best for him. I really want
True.
I
think we all want that.
I want that comparison, from a new generation, because we're going out of the Messi Ronaldo generation.
True, I agree.
If Ronaldo doesn't win the World Cup next year, but it'll be done. Messi is the GOAT.
Agreed.
Because if Ronaldo wins the World Cup next season, people are still going to be like, the conversation is back.
True.
To think about it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I think Messi has won and Ronaldo doesn't have.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. But I agree. We always the best for Lamin Yamal.
Yeah.
We always the best. I think we shouldn't buy too much into that media hype. The kid is young, he's playing, he's performing. I mean, last game was a bad game, but he's a fit player.
Despite that, he's a good player.
Despite that, 15 GA. I think there's more to come. And even if he gets 15 more, we're not even at half the season. If he manages to get 15 more, I think 30 for him, a winger is pretty decent numbers. So, not gonna lie, I can't wait to see what he does next. I think he loves challenges, and I think he'll come back.
Alright. I was waiting that game this whole season. I think that was the game I was really waiting for this whole season. And it happened. Even last season, I said it, I was watching the Chelsea players going to training, and then the media girls asking them, which team do you want to play next season? And every Chelsea player was like, Barcelona. And ever since the Chelsea players said that, I was like, I want to watch that game, because why are my players so hyped up about this game? So,
shout out that.
Shout out. And I told you about it. Alright, so moving on, match week 13 fixtures. What the first fixture, Brentford versus Burnley. Which team do you think is going to win between these two guys?
Definitely Brentford.
Brentford is home. Okay.
Definitely Brentford. I think they're at home. Burnley's been struggling the whole season.
Yeah.
They'll be lucky if they get a draw. I don't think they've won this season.
Yeah.
So
we have Man City versus Leeds. Man City is home.
I think Man City will want to come back after that defeat with Newcastle. Probably want to show that they can still compete. Not be too far from the champions. So I put it on Man City.
We have Sunderland and Bournemouth.
That's a good game. I think that's a very good game. Sunderland in its form, they're playing well. They got confidence, still energetic. The hype from coming out of the championship.
Yeah.
I think that could be a draw.
It could be a draw. And then we have Everton versus Newcastle. Everton is home.
Everton versus Newcastle. In Everton's form, that's another great game, I think. In Everton's form, given the hype of their last win, Newcastle as well, I think it's a game of goals, a lot of goals.
Yeah.
Maybe I think Newcastle come out on top, but maybe like a 4-3 type of game. Yeah.
And then we have Spurs versus Fulham.
Spurs versus Fulham. Did Spurs just lose the last Champions League game?
Yeah, they did. They lost 5-2 against PSG.
Yeah, they lost 5-3. And I think it'll be a challenge for Spurs. It will be pretty tough, but I think they come out with the win. At least maybe 2-1. Given that they want to at least bounce back, they've been playing pretty well to the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
It was the time we actually thought they were in proper form.
Yeah, we actually like maybe they're going to contend for the league.
Yeah, right. But sometimes Spurs likes a bit of consistency. But I think they want to come back.
And then on Sunday we have Crystal Palace versus Manchester United.
Very tough game. It's a very tough game.
I
never want to put United down, so I never really count this out. I think we'll just narrowly make it out. It's probably like a 2-2 game, a draw game.
A 2-2 game.
Yeah,
but I think this is a fans result. You want to draw this game. I say.
I don't want to draw the game. I think it's gonna be tough because we also have a statement to prove. We are gonna come hard. I think it's gonna be an interesting game. Given also that Crystal Palace is a team that we've been struggling with, and the energy I think this season with teams that we've been struggling with over the other seasons, as you saw with Liverpool, it's kind of different. We really want to be able to prove that we can actually play against these teams. They shouldn't come at us and be easy. So yeah, I believe a draw. If not, we're definitely winning.
We have Aston Villa versus Wolves.
Villa versus Wolves. Yeah, I think Wolves has had a terrible start. No lie. That I don't think they've gotten really better.
Yeah.
And given that Aston Villa is playing pretty okay, I think Villa's winning.
We have Forest versus Brighton.
Yeah, that's a nice game. That's a very good game.
Yeah.
I think, it's a very good game. I think it's based on the center most. Whoever wins the center is probably going to win the game. I think Nottingham Forest, they just beat the champions.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Nottingham Forest probably narrowly win it. Maybe a 2-1 win.
And then we have the West Ham game. West Ham at home versus Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's really hard because Liverpool right now, I say,
it's really hard for these guys. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard.
Do you think Liverpool is going to lose against West Ham, or maybe a draw? West Ham is home.
That's very, and then West Ham is in form, so it's very hard to know. But if West Ham wins, I think okay, given that at the level, the position Liverpool is in right now, they are in very poor form. Given that they were coming from championship season, they really, I think, the manager at this point is like he has to be sweating. His position is definitely on the line.
That's true.
And so I think the next game is crucial for him. He has to win. So I think I see them probably winning because I still feel like they're a good team. It's still the same team that won last season. So I still think they can perform. So I think they win, maybe 3-2.
And the last game is the game of the weekend. The big game this weekend. First place versus second place.
Definitely.
It's a big game.
It's definitely the game of the weekend.
Game of the weekend.
No doubt.
And this game is like going to decide whether Arsenal has like a competitor in the title race, or maybe they're just going to like get it themselves.
True.
We have Chelsea home versus Arsenal. What do you think about this game? Because for me as a Chelsea fan, speaking my side, I'm afraid of Arsenal. Arsenal is probably the best team in the world right now with the performances that giving us. So I don't know. What do you think about Arsenal and Chelsea going into this game? Who do you think is going to win the game, and why? Yeah.
To start, it's not really my favorite set of games. You have to take it in, but it's number 1 and 2, so we have to give it respect. I think if you look at the game itself, right now, one thing I thought of is Arsenal is probably, I think you're right, they really are the best. They're probably the best team right now. And for me, what I think is really the best about it is I think they're one of the first teams, because a lot of teams right now are transitioning from their older players to their new players. A lot of these big teams all over. And Arsenal is, I think, aside from maybe you lack consistency sometimes, but Arsenal is also one of the teams that has managed to get these young players to merge and really get some fluidity between them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So I think that's very dangerous right now because I think they're probably one of the youngest teams that have that fluidity in them. Given that, I think in the Premier League right now, apart from them, you are probably the second best bet, given your last set of games as well. And it's gonna be a rough game. I think at the end of it all, Arsenal have a bigger statement to prove. If they really want to win it, given that they've been wanting to win it for like 2 seasons straight, it's now or never. I think they have to think it's now or never. You can't be thinking that okay, we'll regroup again next season. It has to be now or never. I think Chelsea right now, when they're looking at it, they also should feel that winning you is another big step in the game. Given that though, coming off your win from Barcelona, a game where again people didn't think you guys were gonna win, like PSG, people didn't think you guys were gonna win. It does something for your momentum, for a team. You look at yourselves different, you know you're not there by accident, you belong there. And so I think for Chelsea as well, they have a point to do. I think they want to show that they belong there and they really want the Premier League. I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah, who doesn't?
So it's great. I think at the end of that game, I'm praying for a draw. That's a Man U fan.
Yeah.
But at the end of it all, I think maybe Arsenal come up ahead. You know, it's a goals game, maybe 3-2, somewhere there. But if Arsenal slip up, Chelsea's going to take it. They got to be in tip-top shape. Every team has to.
All right, so we've heard it from Eric's side. He's given us different tips. He's given us different predictions. And it's up to us to decide on whether we use some of his tips, all of his tips, or none of his tips. But then it's up to you. Looking back at the FPL YATHU League, currently third place is Kachula FC, Manny Johnson. Second place is Batea, and first place is your boy, me, bro. I'm first place in the league, bro, and people still don't like take advice from me. You know, it's crazy, bro. I think it's crazy. Because I just had to show them if I'm like first place, if I'm like doing a podcast, that means I also have to like lead by example.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
shout out, bro. Shout out. World champions, innit?
Yeah, world champions, bro. Yeah. So that was all we had for you this weekend. You're with me, it's Waiting Zande, and our guest today, Eric. See you guys in our 15th episode when we talk about the African Cup of Nations, how we're going to prepare on that, and how we're also going to prepare as we're going towards to the second half of the season. You're with me. See you next time.
I think it'll also be great, next week, just remind you guys how amazing you and Man U actually win to Crystal Palace next week. Yeah, I think it'll be great.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. We heard it from him. Hey, okay.